Okay, in this video, I'm just going to show you how to, it's a demonstration on how we can actually create a dashboard using Power BI. So let's get started. I'm just going to pull data from Excel. So I'm just going to click on Excel icon here. And let's say my data source is financial sample. So I'm just going to double click on this Excel file. And what's happening right now, Power BI is connecting to the Excel file to import the data into Power BI. Power BI cannot change the source. All right. Now, this is just a demonstration, not a tutorial. So I'm just going to choose financials here, which is actually a table. So I'm going to import data from an Excel table. And if I'm satisfied, I'm just going to click on load here. So I'll load the data. So I actually bringing in the data into my Power BI. So what's happening right now, it's importing the data into Power BI. So once this is successful, you should be able to see the fields on the right-hand side. Now, the speed depends on the performance of your PC, whether your PC is has a fast processor or a slow processor. My PC is a bit slow, so that's why it takes some time to load the data in. Okay, preferably you should use an i3 and above. Mine is a Celeron, so it's a bit slow. And once this is done, you should be able to see the fields on the right-hand side here. All right, so they have imported the data successfully. Now, to prove to you, I'm just going to go to my data view here to show you how we can, what the data looks like. So I've got my data in my rows and columns here. All right, so this is my data. Everything is perfect. I'm just going to go back to my report view here because we're going to build our report. So let's see whether we can build a report in 10 minutes or less. All right. So I'm just going to choose the clustered column. So once I've selected the clustered column here, it goes in. So this is equivalent to your pivot chart. So you can always resize this if you want to. So in my chart, I'm going to show the sales. So I'm going to check sales here. Okay, I've checked sales, and the next thing I'm going to check is my date. So once I check my date, you should be able to see they have created the hierarchy here for me. So I can drill down to the next level by the quarter, the month, and the day. All right. So you can see I've got 2 years here. I only want to show 2014. So I'm going to filter the data. So you notice I've got a filter pane here. All right. I'm just going to click the blank part of the report because I do not want to filter the visual. I want to filter the entire page. So let's say I want to filter this page by the year. So I need to drag the year to this section. So I'm just going to drag year, filter on this page. Now, once this is done, I can actually choose how I want to filter my year. I want it to be a basic filter, so I'm going to choose basic filtering, and I'm going to check 2014. All right, so once I check 2014, you can see here my chart is just showing me 1 year, which is 2014. This is what I want. I'm just going to collapse the filter pane here. Okay, now I want to drill down to the quarter. So you can see I've got some drill down arrows here. So I'm going to drill down to the next level. So you can see I've got my 4 quarters here. So I'm actually looking at my quarterly sales for 2014. So you see, so very easy to create these visuals. Now I'm going to choose a pie chart right now. Okay. So once I click on the pie chart here, you can actually see I've got the pie chart. And in my pie chart, I want to analyze the sales by segment. So I'm just going to check sales here. And I'm going to look for the market segment here. So I'm going to check segment as well. And there you go. It's all created. Now let's customize this further. In my labels here, I want to show the category, not the sales value. And my percentage here, I want to show 1 decimal point. Later on, I'm going to remove the legend. Okay. So I'm just going to click on my formatting pane here. Okay. I can see my legend. I'm just going to turn it off. So you can see the legend disappears from here. And I'm going to go to my detail labels. So once I go to my detail labels, I can actually choose my style here, so I'm just going to choose category because that's what I want to see, and the percentage of the total. So once this is done, you will notice my labels here, they are showing the category and the percentage. Now I want the percentage to be 1 decimal point, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and the decimal places here, I'm just going to type 1 here, so it's going to show it in 1 decimal point. So there you go. It's so easy to customize your visuals. Now the next thing I want to show is I want to show the total sales. So I'm actually going to use a card visual. So that's your card visual. Card visuals is fantastic if you want to show your key matrix. All right, so I'm just going to check on sales. So once I check sales, you can see my card here has got the sales. So I can actually resize this. Now I'm going to put in some formatting here. So I'll just go to the formatting pane here. I'm going to change the background color. So I'm just going to expand here. And I'm going to choose my color. All right. So let's say I want it to be a yellow color. So there you go. I've got my card here and it's showing me yellow color. All right. Now let's say I want another card. It's good that the size is the same. All right. It's very important to have things consistent when you're creating your report. So the best way to make it the same size is just to do a copy and paste. So once you copy and paste, I can actually move it to the side. And in this one, the second card here, I just want to show my unit sold. So I can actually drag my unit sold here and replace the sales. All right. So it's just a drag and drop. So there you go. I got my unit sold. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a map. So I'm just going to click on the map visual here. That's a map visual. Once I've created the map, I can actually resize the map here to something a little bit bigger. All right. So there you go. I've got my map here. And in my map, I want to see the sales by the country. So I'm just going to check sales. All right. And country. And there you go. It's all rendered automatically. So you can notice here the United States has got more sales compared to Mexico. You can see the size of the bubble. Now let's say I want to show my sales here and my units sold for Q1. So I can just point to my chart and click on it. So once I click on it, you will notice they filter straight away. The visuals are fully interactive, right? So you can actually control the interaction. Now you notice here, they are in my pie chart, they are highlighting Q1 sales. I do not want it to highlight, I want it to filter. So to control my interactions, what I need to do is just go to format here. And I can click on edit interaction. So this is how you control visuals interacting with one another. So once I click on Q1 here, you will notice there's some icons here. So I'm just going to, currently it's selecting highlight. I'm going to choose filter, which is the first icon. So once I click on filter, you can see my pie chart is filtered down. All right. So very easy. So if I click here on Q2, you can see the numbers here has actually changed. All right, the pie chart has changed. If I click on Q3, it will change again. All right. So I'm just going to show all the years. Now, what if I want to look at the government? All right, I want to see how my government sales is like. So I'm just going to click on the pie chart here. So once I click on the pie chart, you will notice they are showing me the government sales here. So they actually highlight. If you want the highlight effect, you can leave it as it is. Now let's say I want to filter, so I can just point here, click on filter, and there you go. So I can filter so easily by just clicking on the pie chart. All right. So there you go. I've just created a fully interactive dashboard. Now I'm just going to turn off the edit interactions here. And there you go. So as I click on the quarter one here, you can see the numbers has changed. I click on quarter two, the numbers change, the pie chart change as well. So let's say I want to look at the government sales. So I can click on the government pie chart here, and you notice the numbers here has changed. Even the map is changing. So everything is filtering perfectly. All right. So there you go. I've just created a pie chart, and I've just clicked here to show how it interacts with one another. So it's a simple demonstration on Power BI. You can actually create many things with Power BI, and you can create wonderful reports. This is just a simple demonstration. That's all. So I hope that you found this Power BI very easy to use. Maybe you could actually get this Power BI file, Power BI software. You can download it from Microsoft. It is free for you to use it. All right. So there you go, simple demonstration.